A vast landlocked country that's northern expanse lies within the Sahara Desert, Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world. Most people here rely on subsistence farming and livestock breeding. Significant progress has been made here in reducing hunger. However, recurrent droughts, poor harvests and high food prices, combined with a rapidly growing population, have in recent years prevented farmers from producing enough food. Yahaya Umaru is a farmer in the fertile region of Maradi. He's supporting 2 wives and 11 children.
Problem ɗin na farko, babu isasshen ruwa na ɗaya kenan. Na biyu ƙasa ta zaizaye. Na uku ba mu da wadatar kuɗin da za mu sayan taki mai noma.
The problem in Niger is well known, of course the impact of climate change, the impact of demographic growth that is very, very too high, and the consequences of this in terms of food security.
In response to the challenges facing Niger, the European Union, Belgium, Luxembourg and Spain have funded a €7 million initiative known as Erbik. Run by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, with the support of Niger's Ministry of Agriculture, the project's key objective has been to increase agricultural productivity.
Le problème de population du Niger, c'est d'abord produire pour nourrir la population, ensuite avoir un peu de revenus pour lutter contre la pauvreté.
Working through Niger's network of 25,000 farmers' cooperatives, Erbik has strengthened existing agricultural input shops, as well as building new ones, giving small-scale farmers access to high-quality, well-priced agricultural inputs, such as seeds, fertilizers and tools. The project has built 189 input shops. When combined with the other shops built during previous project phases and by NGOs, the total number reaches 759, which means that a majority of agricultural villages in Niger are now served by these shops. The shops sell inputs in modest quantities to ensure that small-scale farmers can afford the inputs.
Wasu bondi ta muradu a iga duwa aga cimo hay kulkan alfarai gaba kulu nga kanda nga manandi wasu bon dubo ga bara makande nga ga nera sai da dogonai.
These economies of scale arise through the cooperative placing group orders. Before each planting season, representatives for each of the farmers' cooperatives meet to inform the local umbrella union of the quantity of seeds and fertilizer their farmers require. A group order is then placed. The fertilizer is ordered from overseas and when it arrives is loaded onto trucks, shipped out to regional depots and finally distributed to each of the local input shops. As well as ensuring farmers have access to high-quality inputs, Erbik has taught improved farming techniques to 7,500 students in 375 farmer field schools across the country. In the village of Niger, this all-female cooperative has received the training. They are busy dry planting millet in preparation for the upcoming rainy season. They're using micro-doses of fertilizer. The African crops are so starved of nutrients that even this micro amount can double crop yields. Among the women who've received training in Niger is Maimouna Gaiba. Maimouna's husband is dead, and with 9 children to support, the project has helped her produce enough millet and other crops to feed the family.
Na zamani kuma alhamdulillah. Tunda in muka yi noma muna noma hatsin da ya kai dami 80 70. Mu noma mu ci mu sha mu ƙoshi alhamdulillah yabo ga ubangiji tunda mu ci mu sha mu yi sutura kuma yara na masu lakwal 'yan suka taiza su tahiya maraɗi sai eje shine in toya in sussuka in saida in ba su kuɗin mota.
Areas that have benefited from Erbik have been able to increase their production of Niger's two staple crops, millet and sorghum, by an estimated 100% and 81% respectively. In addition to helping farmers increase food production, the Erbik programme has helped farmers gain access to financial credit through an inventory credit scheme known as warrantage. Before warrantage, farmers with more production than they needed for their own family's consumption were often forced by necessity to sell their produce at market immediately after the harvest, when prices are low. With warrantage, the surplus is stored and the head of the farmers' cooperative uses it as collateral to negotiate a loan from a local bank or microfinance institution.
Le warrantage nous permet de vendre nos semences un peu plus cher après l'ouverture, après un délai de 6 mois. Donc, le warrantage nous permet de gagner les semences de qualité. 3. Et le warrantage nous permet d'avoir le vivre à côté, au niveau local.
Participating farmers have increased their income by between 19 and 113%. And since they've been able to buy better seeds and fertiliser, their yields have also gone up by between 44 and 120%. Ai Alio is a member of the cooperative in the village of Konkorindo. She's used the loan money to fund her own small business. She grows peanuts, has them ground down to make paste, and then uses the paste to extract peanut oil for sale at market.
Ba a samu dai ana yi dai na kaɗan zan saboda ka ai zaman banza sai sa'annan kuma ba a tare ba a samu da aka ce tunda ka san kowane lokaci tahiya na shi kai da nashi aiki ana unhwani ko lokacin nan amma yanzu dai unhwani yanzu ya yi bunƙasa.
Access to inventory credit or warrantage is currently available to over 100,000 households, about 8% of Niger's smallholders. Farmers' organisations also need assistance in gaining access to money for longer-term investments. To this end, Erbik has recently set up a guarantee fund worth €653,000. When one of 8 umbrella farmers' organisations in the country requests a loan from any Nigerian financial institution, the fund, held by one of Niger's banks, will be used as a guarantee against losses, encouraging the financial institution to lend to the farmers' organisation.
Lalle wannan wanda garanti ya za ya tallafa mu kwarai kuma na ji daɗin shi sosai. Dangance da shi za ba mu ƙarfin gwiwa sayan taki muna ba mambobinmu. Kuma zai sa mu ƙarfin gwiwa da za mu sayan semansi cikin mambobinmu muna kasuwanci da shi.
In addition to the work being done under Erbik, there are broader national and international efforts to reduce hunger in Niger. The government has its own programme known as Nigerians Nourish Nigerians, or 3N, which is focused on improving smallholders' access to water, inputs, information and training, as well as access to market.
La question de la sécurité alimentaire au Niger est une question en fait fondamentale chez nous, dans la mesure où nous sommes un pays sec, donc il y a une sécheresse qui est une donnée plus ou moins permanente, et nous sommes un pays avec une démographie assez élevée. Donc nous sommes dans une situation où la question de la sécurité alimentaire devient un défi très fort.
Niger is one of 4 pilot countries to take part in an international initiative launched by FAO, together with the African Union and Brazil's Lula Institute, to intensify efforts to end hunger in Africa. Programmes like Erbik are providing key components to that effort.
On a besoin de financement supplémentaire parce qu'on s'est rendu compte d'abord que les résultats auxquels on est parvenu sont très intéressants, très importants. Nous devons porter l'expérience à l'échelle, l'étendre au maximum auprès de toutes les structures paysannes du Niger.
If all producers across Niger could have access to quality agricultural inputs, as well as training and financial credit, they would be in a much stronger position to support themselves, even when drought does strike, which it invariably does. Actions like these can help ensure that in this dry part of Africa, these children will be able to guarantee their own futures.